just you. If I had one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish. I need to share this. So I have at least some virtual friends with me. I don't have any real people with me today, but that is completely fine. I do need to share it though, that way I can be triggered some way in the algorithm. If I had one wish. And dude, no bullshit. So as I was getting ready to hop on here, I don't know why or what, maybe my computer needs to be updated, but the iPhone camera, oh, so I can probably disconnect this. The iPhone camera wouldn't work, so I had to use the FaceTime camera, which is fine. I usually try to use the other one though. I won't even hold you. If I had one wish, one wish, one wish, one wish. I need to start hashtagging MJ's Garden too for everything. FYP. DJ, please pick up your phone. I'm on the request line. Speaking of Missy Elliott, I think I saw on Instagram, I'm pretty sure, that she just released a song with Kaylani. I haven't listened to it yet, but the music video, little snippet, still frame, I guess you can say, looked like it was good. Or at least the way that the outfit coordination was. Okay. So let me one wish. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. If I had one wish. I still can't post on my, and I keep looking up to force a habit. I still can't post, excuse me, on my personal page. I'm forever banned from that. I don't even know when I'll be allowed to fucking post in groups again on that page. I have no clue. And the goal is to get us back in the States on TikTok. Not TikTok, YouTube. My algorithm is set, not my algorithm, but where they're pushing my content out to is set to Nigeria. And in my defense, that's because the first book club book that we did was African Goddess Initiation. And honestly, everything has been stemming from that. So I get it, but I need to get in contact with people that are in the States because of rules. Oh, I didn't share that to the, I think I did, because I can't do shit. Even my scheduled posts. Half for it. Dude, and I did it again. I did it a fucking again. I looked up at the thing. I'm not using this camera. I have to remember. Dude, my hair is looking crazy. I think that should somewhat suffice. How are you, Sam? How goes it? I've just been smoking an appetizer because I didn't twist anything. I will twist something now, though. While we're waiting. Oh, I was supposed to drop it one more place. Drop it low. Oh, and now that I'm not using my phone, I actually can. What is it called? Oh, I did not mean to do that. This is what I meant to do. Can I copy this like that? Is that a thing? Nope, that is not a thing. If I had wish one. Is that gonna. Although I don't even really want to share the Facebook one, honestly. I would prefer if people were on YouTube, so maybe I should share that one. Hold on. Let me actually say that. That was my bad. I didn't think about that. I would rather the conversation be generated on Tube of You. Is it even showing that I'm live? Obviously, that's what Sam's on. Duh. Why am I blanking? What am I doing? Oh, because I closed that tab. That's why I'm blanking. Can I do that? I'm weak, and we literally same time. Thank you, Sam. Same time. That's funny. Can I do this here? I can. Next post. And then... No, you're fine, Sam. I didn't realize that you were going to... And I didn't even spell that right. Alright. Actually, no, this can stay up because I need to... No, we're not really talking about comments today, so we don't need to do that. If I had one wish... Are we good now? Dude, I did it again. I did it fucking again. I waved to the tripod. You guys are there, and you're not. I need to look here and focus. But no, you're fine. I wanted to make sure that at least the people that were in the session with us today were on the same platforms. That way everyone can see everyone's conversations. But how is everyone? I think I left my tray Party foul. Party people. Hi, friend. I definitely did it again. I was about to look up. I need to, or maybe if I put it eye level to this, if I accidentally look up, it won't look crazy. I don't know why I keep doing it, although I literally keep saying not to look up, and I still unintentionally. How is everyone today? Happy, what is it, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. There's been so much going on in the 757 week, literally, that, hey, dude, not the possum again. Was it the baby one or was it the mother? That sucks, dude. There's mad animals out there in these streets. I saw a cat earlier. Dude, that rain? Bruh. So Jordan, Cookie, and I were outside messing around in the garden, and finished. We just cleaned everything up and just went back into the house. It was enough time for me to use the bathroom and wash my hands, went back out and just heard whoosh. Dude, no bullshit. It started pouring and I was like, well, I thought I had seen the rain cloud, but I wasn't anticipating that much rain. I didn't even realize it was gonna rain today. That shit, it poured. I didn't even need to water the plants that I just planted because so much fucking goddamn. That was a lot of rain and it poured down for a good bit. Not the baby possum. Dude, because when there's a baby, there's definitely the mama close. Which is wild though. Crazy. Dude! What? So I thought that. Was it today or was it yesterday? I've been a day behind. I don't even know why. I have no clue, but I've been a day behind. And yesterday, I feel like it's supposed to be Friday right now, but today's definitely Wednesday. Yesterday, I thought it was Thursday. Dude, that's probably why you had a headache, because the rain was coming. That shit was wild. But we planted bulbs today. This is my first set of bulbs. So we planted those, and then we planted some more roses. These ones are red and white, and they look really pretty in the picture, so we shall see. Dude, honestly, probably that. It's so funny because Cookie keeps asking. She's like, I'm gonna go to school in the morning. It's the summer, baby. You don't have school. See, so everyone's with the days ahead. Missing a day. Everyone's missing days. Missing a day. Days are missing. Noah played me, so I thought that he was. Well, honestly, I can't tell you the last time I laid down with him. He's not really the type. He'll just go to bed on his own. He doesn't really want any company. But he's not really feeling well, so I feel like that added to it. But he wanted to lay down in our room, so I was like, I'll lay down with you. He said bedtime. He said sleepy time, and he curled up next to me and thought like made it seem like he was gonna go to sleep. Lies. I laid there with him for no bullshit an hour, and he did not. She definitely does want school all year round. Let's see the first chain of events. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I'm just kidding. That's not the topic at all. So this morning, I don't even know how I want to phrase this, but a Lyft driver comes, right, and it's a black Jeep with these badass roses. That's I'm literally on the rose kick right now. Pink, and everyone knows I'm about pink. Super cute. So just noted. So she picks up her ride, and then as I'm looking on the back of the Jeep, there's a Confederate flag. And I'm just like, how are you, first of all, how are you riding Lyft with that flag on the back of your car in Newport News? Like, you know how many black people are in this city? Like us, but comfortable enough to like take our money. Like, I guess. Like, hell. And then to find out that the lady was like rude. And I mean, you could tell even by when she pulled up, she just seemed like, I don't know, if I was picking someone up, I feel like I'd be like, good morning, like, how you doing? Like, exactly, how is that even allowed and why? That is the question of the day. How is it allowed? And how do you even go about reporting it? Like she block the rider so she's not gonna like ride from them again. But not the rider, the driver. But I feel like other people should know that she's got a Confederate flag on the back of her car. Like that should be a disclaimer or something. Shit, dude. Shaking my head. So that was the first thing. Well, that was like the morning, and I was like, look at the garden chat pulling up to the goddamn garden. Like, dude, and that's the thing too, to have such a badass truck, just so nice, and then to just like, oh, to look at the back now and be like, especially like this like climate and this day and age, like South, dude, no. But the main thing, not even the main thing. So that was one thing that I wanted to talk about today because that shit was fucking wild. But the next thing that I wanted to talk about was the Karmelo Anthony case. So he was found guilty. I believe it was. Let me do this the right way. Yeah. Let's see. So happy together. Can I not do that with? Oh, that's dumb. I don't think I can do it since I'm in the stupid. Since I'm in the thing, so I'll just read it. Okay, a teen was found. This is courtesy of ABC News. A teen was found guilty of murder over the fatal stabbing of another teen at a high school track meet last year and sentenced to 35 years in prison. Carmelo Anthony, 19, was indicted on first-degree murder in the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet in Frisco, Texas in April 2025. Prosecutors called the stabbing senseless and plain and simple murder, while the defense argued that Anthony acted in self-defense. Following the announcement of the jury's sentencing decision, Metcalf's parents and his twin brother delivered emotional victim impact statements addressing Anthony directly. We will never know what our future could have been, Megan Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's mother, said, according to WFAA. For journalists, story for our family. No. For journalist activists, this is a story. For our family, this is our reality. Jeff Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's father, said his son's death destroyed the person he used to be. People think grief is a sadness. It's not. It's rage, pure, unfiltered rage, he said, as he slammed his fist on the table, according to WFAA. The jury began deliberating midday Tuesday before reaching the guilty murder verdict in 3 hours, according to a court spokesperson. That's crazy, because the number 3. The jurors also could have considered manslaughter, which carries a sentence of up to 20 years. The same jury reached a decision on the sentence after several more hours of deliberation on Tuesday. After being remanded custody of the sheriff's office, Anthony could be seen crying when he returned to the court for the punishment phase, according to ABC Dallas affiliate WFAA, which took in the courtroom for the trial. Anthony's mother was the only person to take the stand during the punishment phase, asking the jurors to show him mercy as he is sorry for what he did. WFAA reported the judge said that Anthony waved his right hand to testify during the punishment phase, according to the station. The murder charge carried a sentence of 5. The murder charge, carried a sentence of 5 years to life in prison. The state agreed to allow jurors to consider sudden passion, which, if proven, would have eliminated, which would have limited the sentence from 2 to 20 years, according to WFAA. The defense argued that Anthony was overwhelmed by strong emotion and acted before having time to calm down. The deadly stabbing occurred at a Frisco Independent School District stadium on April 2nd, 2025, during a track and field competition involving multiple schools in the district. Police said Metcalf, an 11th grader at Frisco Memorial High School, was stabbed during an altercation under his school's tent in the stadium's bleachers. Witnesses said that the two got into an argument over Anthony, a then 17-year-old student at Frisco Centennial High School, being under Metcalf's school tent during a rainy track meet. Jurors heard testimony over 4 days at the Collin County Courthouse in McKinney, Texas. Anthony did not take the stand in his own defense. Judge John Roach imposed a gag order on the case, restricting what those involved can say, and barred any electronics from the courtroom during the trial due to the attention the case had garnered. Collin County First Assistant District Attorney Bill Wisk, I think, I have no idea, told jurors that the stabbing was not self-defense, but unjustified murder, according to WFAA. This, in his closing argument on Tuesday, he claimed that Anthony provoked Metcalf, questioned why the defendant didn't walk away, and called the stabbing disproportionate. That's not it. Disproportionate, I think. You don't get to shove. You don't meet. What? You don't get to meet a shove with a stab, especially if you provoke a shove, he told jurors. Defense attorney Mike Howard told jurors that Anthony had gone to the memorial tent to get out of the rain when Metcalf confronted him and told him to leave, WFAA reported. Howard said Anthony acted in fear and chaos and Metcalf pushed him, and he stabbed the other teen in self-defense, according to FA. During his closing argument on Tuesday, Howard said that Metcalf had no legal right to use force on Anthony, WFAA reported. In response to contentions that Anthony could have just left, the defense attorney said, I am sure he wishes he did, according to WFA. Multiple students who were at the track meet testified that they saw Metcalf push Anthony, who was seated on the bleachers, with some describing as a two-hand push, like a lineman move. What others said was a one-handed small shove. That's crazy to have two completely different... Ugh. One witness testified that Anthony asked to leave the tent about 15 times, according to FWA. Some recalled Anthony saying, touch me and see what happens during the altercation, which witnesses said lasted about 4 to 6 minutes, according to WFA. Other witnesses quoted Metcalf as telling Anthony, I'm not going to fight you, the station reported. Surveillance footage from the track meet played in court did not show the stabbing, and some of the witnesses were asked to demonstrate the incident, according to WFAA. After the stabbing, witnesses said that Anthony jogged away from the tent, and the coach who spoke to him on the track testified that he said, he put his hands on me, I stabbed him, according to WFAA. A pocket knife used in the stabbing was found in the bleachers, police said. Collin County Medical Examiner Dr. Elizabeth Ventura testified that Metcalf was stabbed on the left side of his chest, and the knife perforated his right ventricle, according to the WFAA. Several people spoke during the trial of the efforts to save Metcalf. A football coach who was helping at the track meet testified that he put pressure on the stab wound, and the memorial athletic trainer said that she did CPR until paramedics arrived. Everybody was praying. Memorial High School head track coach Robert Starr said in an emotional testimony, I just knew Austin was gone. Metcalf was transported to an hospital where he was ultimately pronounced dead, police said. A year ago, when the senseless murder unfolded, I said that it had struck a deep nerve in the Collin County and far beyond, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis said in remarks following the sentencing. While joined by the Metcalf family, I asked our community to ignore all the noise and instead be level-headed and be patient as the process worked, and today the process delivered accountability. Among those he thanked were the brave kids who testified despite the trauma of witnessing a senseless murder at a school track meet. He also thanked the Collin County Sheriff's Office for providing security at the courthouse, which had drawn large crowds during the trial, with people holding signs calling for justice for Metcalf and the support of Anthony. Frisco ISD reacted to the verdict, saying in a comment, we respect the judicial process and will continue to support our students with compassion and care. We know this trial has brought strong emotions and deep grief. We are asking that our community continue to support each other with respect, sensitivity, and understanding. The statement continued. That shit is absolutely wild. Dude, where were the adults? Because how the hell did that go on for 4 to 6 minutes? That's enough time for someone to run and go get someone. And dude, I don't know. It seems fishy. I don't like it. And I don't think that he should have, obviously, you can deny, but, and not to say that it was right. Obviously, it's not right. Keep your hands to yourself. Everyone, though, collectively, he's not the one in the wrong. Fuck, dude. Keep your hands to yourself. But you can't be out here bullying people and expecting people not to fucking stand up for themselves, especially if it's them and one of you. And there were so many negative outliers for this kid, so he school's 10, so it wasn't his base, he wasn't at school, he's around all these white kids, what, and the way that media is now, and then knowing where he, I don't know, heart hurts for him. I did hear, though, that they filed an appeal. I want to say that they did that today. Yeah, no, definitely, I definitely said, Sam said, I think that the adults wanted something to happen, but didn't intend for the white kid to get hurt or killed. No, I definitely agree with that. But it's just like, fuck, dude. And I can only imagine just being in Texas. Like, we have to write the area they're in, so they're in Texas. That shit's fucking racist as shit. All white jury. And then to be like, his lawyer picked the jury. Like, okay, but his shit. His lawyer was complete shit. Shanna said he was pushed and pushed to the point of defending himself in a way that impacted his life for the rest of his life, and that's heartbreaking, the whole thing. No, dude, literally. Like, and why do it's always these like awkward, shitty situations. It's just like, just keep poking. When you finally react, or you finally just like lose it, it's for the in my case, for example, you're the angry black woman. Like, I remember the time, and I can even tell you this kid's name. I like science class sophomore year. This fucking kid was just like, "What are you gonna become an angry black woman?" Like, don't say that to me. Like, no, but it's like they'll like make fun of you, or even just last week, for example, that dude Michael that was in my fucking comments, and then I want at 9 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock. It was like something stupid early. I want to say it was like Sunday morning, and he made like the gross like fuck face one of my selfies that I had taken the day before, and it's just like, dude, why are you on my jock like that? Like, why do you? Obviously, you don't like black people, so like, why are you on my page? Like, I don't understand. And his response was, because I like seeing your reaction. I like seeing you spiral. The fuck, dude? That's what you do in your goddamn free time. That's what, holy Christian, that's what you're doing Sunday fucking morning, dude. Go to church. You need Jesus, because what the hell do you even mean? That shit's wild, bruh. I literally cannot. Shit's insane. And then you're not supposed to say anything. You're just supposed to, they just want you to fucking eat it. Like, reading the, like, you know, stay out of the comments. Like, we shouldn't be in comments because the comments section is fucking trash. But I feel like I need to know what like, what they're saying and what they think about black people or immigrants, or, you know, people, women. Because it's like, I check all those boxes. I mean, granted, I was born here, but my dad's fucking family, his ancestry, they're slaves. My mom's from Jamaica, but that's just one part of the story. Like, they're slaves too. It's just like, bruh, that generational cord cutting, because who even knows? I don't even know. Like, I can't go back down my ancestry, my lineage, and know who, because I don't even know what trauma. And that's just because we were taken. I was stolen. So who even knows all the burdens and shit that I'm fucking. Let's say, if this lighter dies, pain in the ass, dude. Newport news. Okay, let's talk about let's come back home. So we were in Texas for a little bit. Let's come back to home base and see what the hell is going on in goddamn Newport News, Virginia. Because this shit's crazy. These kids are bad as shit from Virginia, on both sides of the water now. Virginia Beach, fucking Newport News. So, on Tuesday morning, so this was yesterday, Newport News City Council voted to adopt an ordinance authorizing a temporary 7 p.m. curfew for unaccompanied minors in City Center at Oyster Point. Oh, I'm wow. I thought that it was fucking for the whole. It's just for Oyster Point. Okay, so that's not that big imperative, because what, I definitely thought it was for the but anyways, okay, so this was done in response to routine. During the meeting on June 9th, the council voted 7-0 to adopt the ordinance for a temporary curfew for unaccompanied minors, excuse me, at City Center on June 10th, right at, well, excuse me, at City Center on June 10th on Friday and Saturday nights until July 5th. Council also unanimously adopted a separate ordinance that gives Newport News Police more authority when responding to large pop-up meetup events. According to Mayor Philip Jones, the council and Councilman Robert Coleman, the temporary curfew will last from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the city center area of the city at Oyster Point. Minors will also be on a citywide curfew between Monday and Sunday from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The previous curfew for unaccompanied minors was 11 p.m. It's a minority of kids showing up, ruin it for everybody. So we had to do something, Coleman said. That was a reaction from the Newport News city council members regarding recent teen takeovers in the city, many of them referencing the most recent one in the city center at Oyster Point. Coleman also chairs the city's public safety committee. He says that after Saturday's takeover, he knew something more needed to be done, so council has adopted a stricter curfew for minors. The overall citywide curfew for unaccompanied minors is now from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Sunday throughout the city. And then between now and July 5th, there's a special curfew for the city center from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. The curfew is for unaccompanied minors, goes effect Wednesday, so that's today, and will continue on weekends through the 4th of July weekend. Joan says the large meetups that have been happening simply cannot continue. There was a flyer made for another teen takeover scheduled tomorrow. Oh shit. Yo, I'm weak. They said there was another flyer for tonight, so they had to do something. That's fucking insane. And then he said, "Here we are. It's Tuesday night. Residents up to Tuesday night's meeting, applauding the city and police with their swift actions. Others say this curfew, though it has exceptions, may make it harder for teens to spend time together. We are penalizing the good ones," said resident Al Harris said. Excuse me. City officials want parents and teens to lean on the several activities available to them this summer. We will do a better job at marketing those and communicating it, Mayor Jones said. We have city events and we have youth career. He said, "Get a job." We have Friday night nets. That is, while the city of Newport News is joining the list of cities in Hampton Roads who've implemented a tighter curfew, city leaders say it had to be done to get ahead of what could turn into potential violence. Coleman says that there are exceptions to the curfew, like minors on their way to work or from work during those times, or those attending events with the time span. We hope to have a safe summer, Jones said. What happened in Virginia Beach can't happen here. Damn. Shannon's wild. It's almost like that if they actually cared about the kids, they would have put some resources together and they wouldn't have to worry as much. Yeah, because they don't care. And I feel like all of the stuff, no activities and all of the things that are for the kids, they're not on the side of fucking, not on the side of town. Like if you're in Newport, dude, Newport, I didn't even realize Newport News is so big. So if you live in downtown Newport News and you need to get to Denby, that's like 25-30 minutes depending on traffic. Like that shit's not. And if they don't have the money, if they don't have the means, like like it sounds good, but it's goddamn money, and all of your is that way. It's not close. It sounds good. It definitely sounds good, but that shit's crazy. These kids are wilding out, but they should have known. Like, why would you? They can't, and that's when you just have to like, is it really, it's like, are we shaking our heads at the kids or are we shaking our heads at goddamn parents? You guys did that like a week ago in the parking garage at Oyster Point, and the cop came out with the gun at y'all, and you saw how that went down. So why would you choose to go back there? So that was just, and here, I mean, I still think that the cop didn't have to do all that. He shouldn't have done all. It was a little excessive, but golly, the fuck, y'all don't listen. Hell, I can't. I literally cannot. The world is going to shit. Like, it's been going to shit, but like, not, like, going to shit like a lot quicker. I saw a post about them. They said they were starting. All comments were saying that they tried to get in touch with the coordinators and never got responses. I fucking bet, dude. I bet. Of course, they didn't get any. These are the, if these are the event coordinators, community, whatever you want to call them, if the same people that organized that fucking noodle convention thing, we're fucked. We're fucked. Because they started that with, how much was general admission? I don't remember how general admission tickets were, but there was general admission, there was the VIP packages. The VIP packages were like $1.25, and no one was buying them shits, and no one was buying the general admission, so they just switched it to free. But I feel like with switching it to free, I was gonna say they lost the interest, but it's like, did you even have the interest because the tickets were so high? That's probably where you fucked up. How are you? Again, know your market. How are you gonna have an event in Newport News for that much when there's so many fucking homeless people? Like who were you expecting to attend that event? Where was that event? Honestly, let's start there. In the world was the noodle convention. Where in shit? And everything is so expensive. Like everything's so expensive, even if you did want to do something. And granted, so and that like the masses know this, but if you do have an EBT card, I believe it's the aquarium, the zoo, living museum. It's food stamps or WIC. If you have a food stamps card or WIC card, all you have to do is show your card, and you'll get a discount. I believe, depending on like which spot that you go to, the pricing will fluctuate, but it's like a significant, like it'll be like per ticket for like the family versus the $30 the one ticket. If you have foods or look into it, so that is something to do with the kids. But that's for the kids. What the hell are you supposed to do with these teens? I guess you can take them to the aquarium, but like Busch Gardens, that's expensive. Water Country, that's expensive. And gas, golly, gas going to Williamsburg. So it's just like, what are you supposed to do out here? And then, like, when the kids are supposed to, like, find themselves, no? I mean, granted, my family was super strict, and I was always in the house anyways. I don't guess I can't really, I'm not the one to to really talk about this, because I was always in the house. I couldn't go anywhere, so maybe that, maybe parents, I have no clue. Or why do you gotta be when you're out? Sam said, and then I have a hard time blaming the parents because they're being worked to death just to try to keep the kids fed. Then they're exhausted to be more present. That's fucking true as fuck too, dude. It is true. That's a very good point, because it's like, at what point do the parents like have that freedom? Like, when are you? Fuck, dude. That is a really good point. I don't know. And if you want to even dig a little bit deeper, is it a two-parent household, or is it a single house? Is it a single parent household? Because if it's a single parent household and the one parent is doing everything, how the hell are they supposed to? And honestly, I feel, not for nothing, I feel like a bunch of them, especially just the demographics, I'd be curious to see. I wonder if we could pull that up. Like, what's the yeah, clock that the system working exactly how they intended, and then to go and just paint us. Even with Carmelo Anthony, I don't think I've seen mugshots come out so quick. Every time because every time you get transferred, they give you a new fucking mugshot. I know this fucking first fucking hand. I know this first hand. And they keep just posting it. And I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if this is fake. But I think that the place that he's being held at right now, the Warren? No, Warren's not right. The ward, the main ward, the off the head guy, is the kid that just passed, Metcalf. That's his people. So, actually, let's see because I don't know if this is true or not. Let's see. Let me find that. I think Adam may have, I don't know if that was fake news. Let me see. Warden. Damn, I was close. I was like, Warren? Warden. I needed to combine the two. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this. But I don't know if this is right. But this is supposed to be, his people. The senior warden of this facility is Talon Metcalf, and that's his people. So that's scary. Thing just seems like a setup. I don't even give a fuck. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And then thinking about it, it's in Texas. It's an all-white jury. And yeah, how come that like people's stories weren't adding up? It was rain. Like, I don't understand why he felt the need to bully son of a 10, knowing that it was goddamn raining. So it's like, you're rude as fuck. Like, it's raining. Like, why did you have to be? Why do you feel so entitled? But maybe, I mean, I'm not a honest person, so. But still, I'm not an asshole. That, like, I don't know. I was different. Like, what the hell? It's like it's raining, regardless of like, it's raining. You're gonna let you want that person to be stuck in the rain. I don't know. Was raised children. Don't raise your children to be assholes. Because every action has a reaction. Like not every like